Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Wednesday, the 22nd of May. All right, as we come into Wednesday's trading, just come into the MyFX Trading Hub, try and work out where the next potential opportunities are. Now, first of all, like every day, what are today's market conditions? Well, we've got normal liquidity, but momentum is fading, right? And this usually happens especially after the weekend. You run out of the first Monday, Tuesday. There's no major fundamental releases, and the pairs are waiting for the next big event, which in this case is the FOMC meeting, really. That's the major focus, although we do have a couple of key events coming out, and I'll come to that in a second. So majors just drifting around. Now, we did have one release yesterday, the RBA minutes, which they did come out with a massive, just a great announcement, basically, that the RBA is looking to cut rates, probably will cut rates in June. I'm actually surprised that the currency isn't 100 points lower already. It drifted off about 50 points, and now it's just slowly going through the motions. Now, this is probably because the core market drivers at the moment are the US-China situation. Now, a good result here sends the Aussie higher. So I think it's a situation where traders are analysing the overall risk. Yes, the RBA signaled the currency's going down, or they'll be cutting rates, but there's a few other random events, funnily enough, Brexit, and I'll cover that in a second as well, that are holding them back, putting more into the trade than probably what they should. To me, I saw that yesterday. My eyes lit up, went, this is great. And the best thing about it was it wasn't falling dramatically. This is just a nice gradual move. And I expect that to continue over the next couple of weeks. I mean, we get something a little bit more hawkish out of the FOMC, which I think is possible because the numbers, consumer confidence, everything is really bustling again in the US. Then this thing's going to be 100 points lower easy. It's the best pair that I can see at the moment to be concentrating on. Now, just coming across to the majors to give you a look here, what's going on. So, as I said, like the two pairs with the clear, distinct technical aspect are Aussie and Kiwi, both heading lower. The Aussie is now driving the Kiwi. The Kiwi will just piggyback that. You can see here the stop loss is triggered on the safe haven trade. Everyone's short dollar yen. It pops above 110.40, takes out some stops, and that probably looks as bad as far as it's going to go at the moment. But one thing I'd like to highlight, and I've been saying this a lot, sterling, right? People don't get it. This is what happens on geopolitical events. This is a random announcement. UK Prime Minister Theresa May come out and said, we're going to do some new Brexit deal, right? Or potentially even another referendum. The damn thing spikes 120, 130 points, takes sterling with it, took euro up through with it as well. I know a lot of traders got chopped up on this. Just be careful messing around with sterling. Euro got caught up into this time, but that's the geopolitical event. It's random. Check out the price action here on dollar CAD. Oil back to 62.60. It's not really going anywhere. It's just chopping away, really hacking up the technical level. So just be aware, CAD is not your friend at the moment. And this is actually quite important because we do have the Canadian retail sales figures coming out later today. All right, so that's the best pairs to be looking at. To me, Aussie and Kiwi have the clearest outlook. Now, with sterling, just before I get a few emails saying, hey, sterling was still going down. Well, it sort of is, but I don't want you to give you the false sense that sterling is actually an easy trade to the downside. It's loose. It could be anywhere, right? So I've taken it more into a sideways action at this point. And euro, we're still waiting for the parliamentary elections or the negativity to come from that to really give that a push to the downside. That spike higher will really put traders back on their heels and have them really thinking twice about trading it. So these two pairs here are the best, but to me, the Aussie is the key one. Now, what have we got to focus on? Now, we've got our clock fixed up here to GMT, so you can actually follow these. Now, RBA Governor Lowy is speaking today. Now, it's not unusual, especially after the statement or the minutes, for him to come out and be even more blunt with what their plan is. So just keep an eye on this. He could come out and say, yes, we will be cutting rates in June and Aussie will fall 100 points. Right, that's what I'm thinking he's going to be doing. CPI, UK CPI, usually a massive release. Now we've got this fresh Brexit news. Will it come into play? Well, I don't know, but I don't know how to trade the fundamentals at the moment, combined with the Brexit geopolitical side of things. It's too all over the shop for my liking. So once again, I'll be sitting back and watching that. If you feel confident with it, well, then rip in. But to me, it's not a great chance. Canadian retail sales figures, as I said, this is a strong number and very high impact, but dollar CAD is not your friend at the moment. Technically, it's a mess. It's trading in high ranges. It's all over the place. So to me, I'm going to be giving that one the big miss as well. But if you are looking at that sort of potential opportunity, then make sure you probably decrease your trade size as you run into this. Now, the key event for the whole market, you'll see this pop up. Usually a lot of the majors go a little bit quiet as we go into any sort of Federal Reserve announcement. The minutes here, this is the finer detail of what happened in their meeting and what was discussed. To me, I think, you know what, they were on neutral ground. The numbers have been strong. I think that we might start to see them start to say, well, you know what, the numbers are getting better, the economy's getting better, we're going to have to start watching this. And that could be considered slightly hawkish. So we'll have to watch that. I hope they do, because it will give all the majors clear direction, right? Strong dollar is a great trading stance. I can't see them going dovish at this point. So today we've got a fair bit of activity, okay, across all time zones. Make sure you prepare yourself. Now, these releases, all of them are very high impacting. So just be aware, the execution around the release is dramatic. I wouldn't be looking to try and get in too hard. Because there's been no direction, there's more volatility around the execution at the moment. So just be aware of that. That, to me, doesn't necessarily mean you missed the opportunity, but you may want to decrease your trade size. You'll still make the same cash because it'll still move the same amount of distance. All right, guys, that's it from me. Have a great trade day. I guess if any updates, I was going to send through an update to the members, but don't forget, you can come down here now. We've got the analyst picks up. You can start to get a very clear view of what is going on. I'll just give you the heads up on this first one. Now, the Aussie heading lower. So with the analyst picks, what we are doing is just giving you a bit of an overview of what the currency's doing or what we think is happening. Give you the overview of the current technicals, the fundamentals, and what we're thinking as far as trade execution or trading opportunity. They're a good one to for all traders to have a look through and really, you know, put your analysis against ours and see if it matches up. All right, so check that out as well on the MyFX Trading Hub page. All right, guys, that's it from me. Have a great trade day. We'll see you in the 247 trade zone. Cheerio.